This is Baby Man. He's 5 years old, 390 pounds of pure muscle, topping out at 99th rank. But he has one problem. He's really strong, like too strong for his own good. How is that a problem, you may ask? Well, with his natural strength, he's never really had to work for anything in his life, and it's made him think he's better than everyone around him. But the slimy world of underground wrestling teaches him quick to be humble, and not everyone has his best interest in mind. This is the story of Baby Man. First order of business is to dominate our debut fight, no matter who's in the way. With this rank, there's no way I lose. Is that a fucking felon? Hello? But it doesn't matter who you put in front of Baby Man. His natural strength is enough to lift 10 elephants. There's no way I'm letting a prisoner ruin my debut fight. After just one small move, this man tried to leave and quit the match. So the ref had to force him to get back in the ring, and Baby Man did not take that very lightly. So when the felon got back in the ring, he attempted to paralyze him from the neck down, and proceeded to give him some brain damage before eventually slamming him and winning the match. But what Baby Man didn't know was you just can't come in as a new guy and injure someone on your first fight and everything is gonna be fine. He had a receipt coming his way, and he just put a massive target on his back. So I got into the ring for my next match in front of my first crowd, and who could have guessed it? It was the felon's cellmate, and he was yapping about messing with his friend and not appreciating what I did to him. But he must have forgot who he was talking to. So as soon as the bell rung, I threw him out the ring like I did his celly, and I had an even more dominant win over him, showing the wrestling world I'm really the best at this. This man might as well stay out the fucking ring. There's no way you get back in. I'm gonna smack the shit out. Alright, bet. You wanna come back? I got you. Yeah, when I said this win was more dominant, I meant it. Baby Man's doing this to a champion without even breaking a sweat. With this streak, he'll be a world champion in no time. But little did he know, he was only scratching the surface of this world he walked into. And it wasn't gonna be as easy as he thought it would. Oh my god, this man went like 15 feet in the air. I don't think you should be putting your hands on his chest. He's not moving at all. Yo, someone get a medic. This man's celebrating. He just killed someone. In only his second ever match, Baby Man got an article written on him saying he's reached his company's limit and needs to find fans elsewhere. He might be on his third fight, but he might need a title shot already. The next day, Baby Man was on his way to get warmed up for his tag team match coming up, and some strange little guy came up to him basically wanting to be friends, telling him to stay out of trouble and he'll always have his back. And I really can't blame him. I'd befriend the strongest man alive too if I was him. So after that little convo, Boss Man came up to me basically telling me to be responsible with my energy and avoid distractions, to stay as healthy as possible. So I went ahead and gave the closest person to me a good slam because no one tells Baby Man what to do. To kill time, I went into the coach's office, but I had to leave immediately because there was a short guy with green hair pretty mad having a meeting talking about moving to Wrestling Revolution. So I left and went to my match. After that, me and my new friend came out ready for our first tag team match, and I had no plan on tagging him in for whatsoever. And to my surprise, we had to fight a fucking hillbilly and a Best Buy manager. Get your little petite ass over here, you Danny Brown lookalike. Hold on, let me stomp on you real quick. My man, ain't no way he just flipped a 400-pound baby, bro. You really expect me to lose? Oh, so we tagging them teammates now. Oh, so we doing a tag team match? Oh my god, that kick. Yeah, no, never mind. That headbutt might have just exploded his brain with this amount of power that I have. Come over here. How are you standing after that? Oh my, ref, you just punched me in the hello? Let me teach him a lesson. And teach him a lesson Baby Man did. While causing life-altering trauma with some of these moves he was performing, you would question if they were legal or not. You see, you may ask yourself, why did they even give this man a teammate? It should have been a 1v2. But he did try to tag his partner, and it just wasn't his fault. His partner couldn't take the power from a little tag. Let me hold your head down right quick. Oh my god, yes, let's go. Mink, 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 mink. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Stop it, stop it. I'm breaking his neck, ref. You hear cracks. Oh my god. Top mount guillotine. He's fucking fried. Let's go. Come on, tap. Is this guy okay? Hello? Yo, ref, I think he died. I'm being dead ass. He's not moving. Oh, wait. No, he's good. I bet. Hold this real quick. Mink! Hit him! Hit him! Oh shit, and my teammate came in with the save. Let's go! Okay, that sequence was low-key beautiful right there. And just like that, his streak continued, and before he knew it, he was about to get fast-tracked to the top of the game. But all things that go up must come down. And with jealousy increasing in the locker room, that target on his back is just getting bigger by the day. Now we just wait to see who takes the first shot. He woke up the next day with the biggest news of his life, that he had a press conference against the reigning champion's best friend. That might not sound like huge news, but think about it. Last time he fought a title holder's friend, the champ came out of the shadows and tried to defend his friend. So I have to beat this man so hard that the champion has no choice but to defend his friend and give me a crack at that title. So when Baby Man came out later that night, he had one mission in mind, and it was to get under the champion's skin enough to force his hand. So I did a little bit of shit talking. Tall order! I know you're cowering backstage, mate, clinging onto that undergraduate title of yours. That may be the safest spot for you right now, mate. But that treasure won't stay hidden forever, I reckon. I want you to keep those big bug eyes peeled, mate, because you're on deck. Tall Order was indeed not backstage, by the way. He was actually in the ring while he was saying all of that. So I'm pretty sure everyone in the crowd probably thought this man was crazy or something. But now all there's left to do is to beat the shit out of my opponent, and I'm surely gonna get a title shot. Yeah, little did Baby Man know this was gonna be his hardest fight yet, but instead of telling you, I'll just show you. Nah, cause you really thought you could hit me and shit, bro. Let's go. You wanna flip people and shit? Get out the ring right quick. What's up? Now, you thought I was finished? Hold this real quick. Mink, Nah, let me get on the ropes. Let me get on the ropes. Stay right there for me. Oh my, bro. Hello, I just did a backflip out the fucking ring. Nah, hold this, man. 490 pounds of fucking pure muscle landed on your chest, man. You're not ready for what's about to happen to you, bro. Like, you might actually break your spinal cord from this jump right here, dude. Let's go. The champ noticed he was doing way too good, so his plan to make Baby Man lose started to unfold. He first started off by trying to interfere with the fight, and then this happened. Come on, we're almost done. Let's go. Get on the fucking floor. Pin him. Oh my god. 1, 2. Hold his leg. 3. Let's fucking go. I'm about to become champ. Wait, what? Yup. Even after winning the match fairly, the referee still didn't give him the win and restarted the match. Now that I think about it, this ref looks a lot like that hillbilly I just fought. They all been plotting against me this entire time. Even with all the odds stacked against him, Baby Man still went out there and put on a last-ditch effort to solidify his win. But the ref was conveniently distracted on the ropes for some reason and couldn't get the 3 count in time. And that was his last chance at a win. His opponent got up quicker and it wasn't looking good for him. By then the damage was done. Baby Man was too tired to continue, and his head was slammed on the ground multiple times while the ref was watching. And while he was just laying there beside a puddle of his own blood, shame soaked in every fiber of his being, he had all the strength in the world, yet still lost. He threw one last desperate shot in the dark, praying it would find its mark. And it did. He built up the strength to get up one more time, and he slammed his opponent as hard as he could. But was it enough? Of course it was, and in that moment it became clear he was enough. The crowd erupted in cheers, and he instantly became a star, knowing it's only a matter of time before he gets a belt wrapped around his waist. And with all the news popping about him, they were basically forced to give him a title shot. On his way home from his fight, something interesting happened, I guess you could say. A man he's never seen before basically tried to murder Baby Man. Luckily, whoever that guy was aimed sucked, because he ended up killing some random guy backstage instead of me. So I made it home that night with that belt I stole off that dead guy's body, and not knowing that when I wake up that next morning, my entire life was about to change. It was the second week of July, and it was just like any other morning. I grabbed the newspaper and read about an article about me and Rio, how our friendship is really affecting us in a positive way. But then I got a call from the coach. He finally gave me the title shot I've been gunning for this entire time. That's it. One more step and I'll have that fucking title wrapped around my waist. Let's fucking go, man. And I came ready for any tricks that Tall Order had up his sleeve, so I made sure the ref cannot get involved this time. Before the match, I basically told him there's no more 3 counts. I made the rules this time. The loser is the person that doesn't get up. So this is technically a death match if you think about it. And he actually agreed to the rules. This is the worst decision he's ever made. The match started and Baby Man instantly started dominating him, going as far as beating him with his own belt. Baby Man's a fucking freak. His teammate even tried to come in to save him, but he was instantly met with the ref's fist. But this is where it starts to get weird. I threw Tall Order out the ring, and he was randomly attacked by that one guy who got shot last night. I'll tell you more about why he helped me later. It'll make sense, I promise. But he beat him so bad, all I had to do was land a finishing blow and I was champ. So I made one last effort and did a perfect dive onto him, and finally I became champ. A sweet but confusing moment. On one hand, I finally became champ, but on the other, it was because of the help from a guy that I already beat. Little did Baby Man know, this can of worms just got deeper. Later that day, Baby Man was on his way to hang out with his buddy Ryu. He was congratulating him and telling him how proud he was because he finally became champ. They had plans to go out for a boys' night to the bar, but then... Did you actually believe that I was ever on your side, Baby Man? I like to keep my friends close, but my enemies closer, and I've seen as much of you as I can take. Now all I want to see is you suffering, and I'm glad I don't have to keep up to that pretense anymore. Yup, Baby Man's only friend betrayed him. He left him looking like he went headfirst in a fucking pool of glass. And I should have known since the beginning. He was there that one night when I almost got shot, and he didn't do anything. He was always a snake in the grass. And Baby Man did not take that very lightly. That man got a fucking ass whooping. That's all I'ma say. And even though Ryu apologized and backed down, the damage was already done. Baby Man needed a few days off to heal from the wounds and recollect himself. A few days passed by, and Baby Man stayed at home feeling bad for himself. But he just became the champion. He should be happy and celebrating outside. So when he was invited out for some drinks by this random girl, he said why not, and went off to enjoy himself. The next day they woke up hungover as fuck with a massive migraine, and he had no energy at all, up until he got a call from coach asking him if he's ready for his match today. He panicked and checked his phone. He saw he missed texts from last night, but it gets worse. In these texts, coach told him he had an I quit match, meaning whoever loses has to leave and never come back. And guess who his opponent was? Tall Order. He planned all of this. He told that girl to invite me out for that night before the match so I could potentially lose my job, because he knows I'm an easy matchup if I'm fucking drunk and I have no energy at all. So as I was stumbling running through the locker room for my match that already started, I knew I had no other option. I had to win this. There was no way out. Baby man came out there slurring his words and tripping over his own feet. And worse enough, since he's the champion, he has to be the one who announces this is a loser leaves match. I won't be happy until you go on for good, mate. So why don't we put our careers on the line in this match? Ah, my friend. Wrestling school is obviously not big enough for the both of us, baby man. So allow me to show you out. Now I came out pretty strong in this match, but it just wasn't enough. There's no way I could beat this man. Look at what my health's looking like. He's just gonna ragdoll me until this ref he probably paid off 2 counts to 3 and I'm out of here. There's no way I could win this. Wait, is that who I think it is at that fucking announcing table? So they were in it together this entire time, right? Bet. He just motivated me. I'm not losing this now. Tall order, consider yourself fucking dead. And baby man pulled off nothing short of a miracle. He was actually giving tall order a hard time. Everyone thought he was done for, getting fed to the wolves, never to be seen again. But what they did forget was he is the strongest man on the planet. He's 7'9", 390 pounds of pure American grown muscle. He may have like another fucking accent, but trust me, he's American. But what makes him the strongest man on the planet isn't his physical attributes. It's his heart, him showing up every day, even though he doesn't want to. Okay, bro, who the fuck wrote this script? I'm not David Goggins. This dead ass sounds like a fucking Disney movie coming out of my mouth, bro. Future Clouds, cut that entire part out. With his last bit of energy, he slammed Tall Order one last time, praying it was enough to take him out. And it was. Baby man just proved to the entire wrestling universe he's a problem, and he's coming for anyone that gets in his way. But he wasn't finished yet with Tall Order. He followed him out the ring to finish the deal, and a gun dropped out of Tall Order's pants. That same gun that was used to almost murder Baby man, he was behind it all. He was there when his best friend betrayed him. He tried to order a hitman to try to kill Baby man, and the same gun dropped out of his pants. He set up a ref to win up a fixed match that he didn't even fight in, and the last thing on Baby man's mind was revenge. The next day, Coach Emerson had a meeting with him, and he stripped him of his belt. You missed and shot a random fan in the stands, man. I can't have that happening in my organization. You're fucking done. There's news about a company called Wrestling Federation going under, and the owner just called me in for a meeting. I went in, and he basically told me, since his company is going under, he's making 3 new controversial signings, and he wants me to be one of them. We're so fucking back. A new company, a new boss, new friends. There's no way this could go wrong. Is there something you want to say to me, baby man? Shall we form a team, brother? If you enjoyed this video, drop a fucking like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I know I haven't posted in a minute, and last time I said I'm gonna be more consistent, but this time, I fucking promise I'm gonna be more consistent. How about that? My dad promised to come home with the milk, and you know what? Never mind. We don't gotta get that deep. Later, boys.